Well, despite the turmoil in Venezuela and President Trump's threats against Colombia and Greenland, Venezuela's stock markets, we've seen New York yet again close at record highs on Tuesday. Now, as you can see, the Dow Jones is currently up slightly, and the S&P 500 pretty much flat at the moment. So holding on to some of the gains we've seen over the past 2 days. Well, Philip Palumbo is the CEO of the investment firm Palumbo Wealth Management. He joins us now. Philip, great to see you this morning. Look, another day, another record on the markets, Monday and Tuesday. I mean, it does beg the question, what would put downward pressure on markets right now?
Yes, there are a lot of reasons to be optimistic. I mean, the wind is up definitely at our back from an economic standpoint, simply because of the tax refunds they're going to receive, about $50 billion the first half of this year. You have the Fed that's going to be cutting, we've got a new Fed chair that's going to be dovish, and you have the investments that are being implemented into our country with the AI revolution that we're seeing, right? So those are reasons to be positive. So then the question is, it seems too easy. What do we need to be concerned about? And the things that we need to be concerned about is, first, investors are too optimistic, and I don't like to follow the herd. So that is one thing that does concern me, number one. Number two is, you typically, in the second year of a presidential cycle, you normally have volatility around midterms. And then third, under a new Fed chair, you always have volatility, typically because the market tests the new Fed chair. So I think what we see is, with everybody being so optimistic, you will get something, maybe there's an unknown out there that we don't even know about, or what I discussed specifically that can be concerning.
That black swan event. I want to ask you about some of the big names in media. Warner Brothers Discovery rejected the latest Paramount offer. It's standing by its Netflix deal, saying that that was the better offer. Do you think we're in for a long fight here?
Yeah, so first of all, we're not long-term investors in either of these businesses, right? From a broad perspective, I do think that there's going to be a fight, but ultimately, I do think Netflix wins this deal. And I do think it makes sense to move it towards Netflix for a couple of reasons. Number one, Netflix is a much more stable business. Two, much stronger balance sheet. Three, they have the audience of over 300 million people, right? So they have that network, they have global reach, and all of that's positive for Warner Brothers assets. So if I'm a shareholder, I do prefer the Netflix deal over the Paramount deal. And in addition to that, I think from an antitrust standpoint, I do think it just seems to be a cleaner deal overall. So I do believe that this is going to be a fight, but ultimately I think Netflix wins.
So it sounds like you agree with the Warner Brothers board there. Phil Palumbo, CEO of the investment firm Palumbo Wealth Management, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you.